Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Astakali Nitya Lila. Radha Krishna's eternal eightfold daily pastimes. It is written at the beginning that it is revealed from Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And this is from Srila Kaviraj Goswami's Govinda Lilamrita. They are from the Astakali Nitya Lila is from the Govinda Lilamrita. Shri This is a sacred song of remembering the sports performed by Sri Radha and Krishna, Sri Radha and Krishna during the 8 periods of the day. The first period, Pratam Yama Kirtana, chanting during the first period, 3:22 a.m. to 5:46 a.m. remember Radha and Krishna at the close of night. Vrinda, who was attending them, was not happy at that moment, knowing that before dawn the divine couple would separate themselves. However, she did her duty. She prompted the parrot and the Meena to sing many pleasing songs. These songs awakened Radha and Krishna, who rose from their bed of bliss. Their female friends observed them looking very charming because of the deep love and affection they shared at that time. Both their female friends observed them looking very charming because of the deep love and affection they shared at that time. Both were suspicious about the voice of a she-monkey, and although they desired to continue their mutual association, they left that place for their own residences, where they occupied their own beds. Shloka 2. Dvitya Yamya Kirtanam. Chanting during the second period, 5:46 a.m. to 8:10 a.m. Radham snata vibhusita prajapaya uttam sakhi vibragita vinike vinitam napanasvatam Shloka 2. I worship Radha and Krishna. Radharani had finished her ablutions and ornamenting her body when she was called for by the mother Yashoda early in the morning through her friends, and there in her house she prepared food and drink. Upon awakening, Krishna went first to be cowshed to the cowshed and milked the cows, and then came home and took his bath, eating his meal in the company of his playmates. Shloka 3. Tritya Yama Kirtanam. Tritya Yama Kirtanam. Chanting during the third period, 8:10 a.m. to 10:34 a.m. Krishna translation. I remember Sri Krishna in the forenoon. He was going toward the forest, followed by cows and cowherd friends. Others, like Nanda Maharaj, also followed him because he was anxious to be with Radharani. Krishna went to search her out on the banks of Sri Radhakunda. I also remember Sri Radha, who, having caught a glimpse of Krishna, went home, where she was ordered by her mother-in-law, Jatila, to worship the sun god. Radharani had sent her girlfriends to discover Krishna's whereabouts, and thus she casting her eyes down the pathway by which they were likely to return. Shloka 4. Chaturtha Yama Kirtana. Chanting during the fourth period, 10:34 a.m. to 3:22 p.m. Madhikame nyonya sambodhita vilita Vanyato kanta vilus maharamuka I remember Radha and Krishna during the midday period. Both were happy in each other's company, exhibiting goosebumps and other such symptoms as their bodily ornaments. They both felt unsteady because of their very keen desires for amorous play. They were engrossed in various sports, such as playing seesaw, roaming in the forest, sporting in the water, hiding Krishna's flute, love play, drink honey, and worshipping the sun god. Each had a great longing for the other, and both were attended by a large group of friends. Shloka 5. Panchama Yama Kirtanam. Chanting during the fifth period. 3:22 p.m. to 5:46 p.m. Shiradam Prabhata Ginam Rakte Kirtanam Paham Susnatam Ramya Visham Krishna Jaiva Bhaktam Prajanika Shloka 5. Translation. I remember Sri Radha, who arranged many presents for Krishna after she arrived at her home. By that time, she had taken her ablution, had dressed in beautiful clothes. She was full of joy to see the lotus-like face of her beloved Sri Krishna. I also remember Sri Krishna in the afternoon. He was walking toward Vraj, followed by a myriad of cows and cowherd boyfriends. At home, he was received by Nanda Maharaj and other elderly people, and then he was bathed and groomed by Mother Yashoda. Shloka 6. Shasta Yama Kirtan. Chanting during the sixth period, 5:46 p.m. to 8:10 p.m. Translation. I remember Sri Radha in the evening. She had sent many exquisite preparations for beloved Krishna, with her friend who brought back the remainder of the food tasted by him. Radharani became very happy to partake of it. I also remember Vrajendra Krishna, who had taken his bath at home and was very well dressed. Mother Yashoda fondled him. He came to the cowshed and milked several cows, and after finishing this chore, he again returned home and took his meals. Shloka 7. Satam Yama Kirtanam. Chanting during the seventh period, 8:10 p.m. to 10:34 p.m. I remember Sri Radha early in the evening in the company of her playmates. She had dressed herself in clothes suitable for the dark and light fortnight, and pursuing Vrinda's advice, she repaired to a bower of peace and bliss on the banks of the Yamuna, accompanied by a messenger. I also remember Sri Krishna sitting in an assembly of cowherders and watching verse. IA translation. Strange words are there somehow. Okay. I also remember Sri Krishna sitting in an assembly of cowherds and watching various acrobatic feats. Yashoda, his affectionate mother, then brought him home and attended to put him to sleep. Afterwards, the Lord quietly left his bed for the boar of bliss 8, Shloka 8, Astam Yama Kirtan, chanting during the 8th period, 10:34 p.m. to 3:22 a.m. I remember both Radha and Krishna, who were anxious for each other's company. When they are together, Vrinda attends the living couple in various ways. They both look very charming, along with their living friends, while they roam in the forests and are engrossed in singing and dancing in the style of rasa. They feel tired after so many sportive activities. They are then looked after by many loving friends. At night, they repose on a bed of flowers and then they sleep. And now there is some note about Srila Prabhupada, speech of Srila Prabhupada on Nitya Lila. Srila Prabhupada on Nitya Lila. By Richard Shaw Brown, Hrishikeshananda Das. So this is purport to the Nectar of Instruction, text 10, purport to that. The gopis are exalted above all the advanced devotees because they are always totally dependent upon Sri Krishna, the transcendental cowherd boy. Among the gopis, Srimati Radharani is the most dear to Krishna. Her Kunda lake is as profoundly dear to Lord Krishna as this most beloved of the gopis, who then will not reside at Radhakunda and in a spiritual body surcharged with ecstatic devotional feelings, aprakrita bhava, render loving service to the divine couple Sri Sri Radha Govinda, who perform their Astakalya Lila, their eternal eightfold daily pastimes. Indeed, those who execute devotional service on the banks of Radhakunda are the most fortunate people in the universe. Actually, this is the verse 10 of Upadeshamrita. This is not a purport to it, this is just the verse 10 translation of it. Okay. And now here is some text about from Hrishikesh Nanda Das, Srila Prabhupada on Raganuga Bhakti. Remembrances by Hrishikesh Nanda Das. Conversation with His Divine Grace by Jaravinda Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. In year 1967 and 1973. So, relevant Srila Prabhupada quote regarding Hrishikesh Das. He may come here to Mayapur and I will discuss with him what his engagement shall be. He speaks fluent Bengali, so he may teach the local boys here at our school. Mayapur, 15th June 1973. Letter to Tamal Krishna Goswami. When I went to join Sri Swamiji in Vrindavana, His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada had already returned to America. So I went to the Gaudiya Math under Prabhupada's godbrother, Tridandi Swami Bhakti Hridaya Vana Bon Maharaja. Srila Vana Maharaja told me that he had received word from Swamiji saying that I should stay put. So I remained almost completely isolated in Vrajdan for 6 years. Finally, in 1973, I abruptly left Srila Vana Maharaja and returned to the feet of Srila Prabhupada in Mayapur. Whenever I would meet Prabhupada, I was delighted to speak in Bengali. Even every afternoon for a couple of weeks, Shuddhakirti Prabhu would tell me that Prabhupada wanted to see me and we would converse in Bengali. Because I had been brought up in the Gaudiya Math with Indian devotees, Srila Prabhupada knew that I had been exposed to esoteric information about Rupanuga Bhakti, the specific path of Rupa and Rati, and Sita Pranali. So Srila Prabhupada would sometimes quiz me to see what I know about Manasa Seva or Bhajan, and I would also ask His Divine Grace Bhajaran Ravindra Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada to clarify or approve some things I had learned about the subject. I will continue to next time to read. to the